say that battle between both Angelina and Beatrice was incredible. If I got tired, they definitely were tired, and now they have to play another round. So let me tell you the pairings, and we'll catch up with everything. I think there was already a result by now. When I came back upstairs, there was already a result, but I just needed to take a moment. Sorry. So did I post the right thing? Yeah. Okay, so we have right now Natalia Tsodikova, who's already the champion. So once again, heartfelt congratulations to her. Great event. She's played such enterprising chess, fighting chess, positionally, you know, saw some tactical ideas as well, and was dominant in almost every single round. She plays against Beatrice Marinello. Beatrice has had a super long game that finished around the time that the new round was supposed to start. So the players had about 40 extra minutes to relax, and then they're back at it. On board 2, and I'll catch up with the moves in just a moment as well. On board 2, we have Angelina Belakovskaya playing against Brenda Nardi. The two players, well, Angelina is on 2.5, while Brenda just had that nice win against. Wait, no, that was Mary. She plays against Brenda. Kennedy, Shernaz Kennedy, plays against Mary Kuhner. Mary's on 2.5, Shernaz on 2. This is their current position. We'll catch up to that. Then we have Sekarja Shre, who had a great start in the tournament, 2 out of 2, beat two much stronger players. She plays against Olga Sagalchev, both of the players with 2 points. We have this draw that just happened between Natasha Christensen and Alexei Ruud. So both of them finished with 2 points. While on the final board, we have Julia O'Neill playing against Carla Naylor. So those are the pairings. Let's get into the games right now. So what was this? We had a French defense. The Wiener French. Okay, so bishop b4, knight e2. Yeah, I think this is theoretical. I remember playing this with the black pieces, and usually white goes for, I mean, this is one line. Okay, there are many lines of, I don't know why white goes for this. This is one line, and I remember I like to play this line, bishop takes c3, b takes c3, and then queen a5, like another move that's quite popular here, I think. Was it knight e7 or knight d7? I think it's knight e7, because you're trying to meet queen g4 with something g6, knight g6, something like that. Hi there, Elliot. Chess lover, welcome back. I'm still feeling tired, but I took a bit of a longer break, so I apologize. The games had started a bit earlier, and I just felt like I needed a bit more for my eyes. But I should put my glasses just to make sure that my eyes won't be killing me at the end of the day. But no, I'm really excited to be here. It's a great tournament. I can't wait to interview the remaining of the players, or at least some of them who want to be interviewed. So yeah, but first we have to do this. We have to say, let's hope we won't have that long of a game. I'm not even sure when the closing ceremony will be. There'll probably be a minute, not a minute, but there will be some minutes in between the finish of the round and the closing ceremony. Aliat, if you know the time, please do let me know to have an idea. But what's going on over here is that, well, I didn't know that line that much. I knew this line a bit more. 8 p.m. 8 p.m. Okay, but hopefully nobody leaves home, so I can still maybe do a couple of interviews with the people that I didn't. I need to make sure my camera is charged now that I'm thinking about it, because I promised Maureen that I would do that. Yeah, I got the battery. I'm set. I'm set. That is good. I got my coffee. I'm ready. I'm ready. Everyone is staying the night, hopefully. Oh, 3 people leave tonight? Oh, no. Okay, hopefully not the one that I need. Natasha, Olga, Oh no, I didn't interview Natasha or Olga. Hopefully it's not Natalia, because I do need Natalia. I need to get in touch with her. Probably everyone will need her since she won the tournament, right? But I was thinking it would be nice to try to get her on an interview, maybe post it on US Chess YouTube page. That would be nice. If not, I'll do it on my phone if I don't have time, like really fast, but we'll see. So Queen A5 was my line that I was playing, and then this was the idea. It's kind of a bit suspicious, but this was something I was playing myself with black. But here, knight e2 was played. So in this line, you kind of have to take. The knights are protecting each other, so this knight being pinned. The whole idea of going bishop b4 is to take here, and white needs to do something about it. So now a3 to push the bishop back. Now, if you take, knight takes, and we'll eventually get the pawn back with a pretty fine position for white. So black wants to hold on to the pawn, and I think we're transposing to some typical lines, but I'm not sure. I guess this is theory. Still, c3. Bishop d7, knight f4, knight h5, knight d7. Okay, very, very typical ideas. Now, white needs to be careful about the development of that bishop because g2 is hanging. Maybe you don't care. Maybe you can just say, take it. Let's go. Then we can take there. We'll be fine. Shernaz also leaves tonight. Oh, but you know what? I was quite happy. Well, I should make that announcement. Let's make sure it happens. Let's make sure it happens. But yeah, Shernaz was very nice. She actually brought me the food. The food was by my door when I finished the stream. I saw there was a text, but I didn't see it only after I came off the stream. But she brought the food at my door. So that was very sweet of her. But then I ended up going downstairs to see everyone, just kind of relax. And I thought I could stay without talking for like a few minutes, but that did not work. So thankfully, I don't mind the talk. The funniest thing is when I'm tired, I talk even more. Hopefully I don't say silly things. I mean, I have to be careful about that. But anyways. It's more fun to see me doing commentary when I'm tired. But I got my water, I got my coffee, and I got my chocolate. It's not my ideal chocolate necessarily, but because I try to not eat as much chocolate anymore. I try to get the dark chocolate, you know. But I got everything. I got everything. Okay, so rook g1, bishop goes, and then we take the pawn back. So this is fine for white, so don't go for that. Yeah, so bishop d3 is a perfectly playable move. I like it personally. We'll see if Natalia goes for this. I'm going on to move 2. Oh wow, we already have an endgame. Oh, I need to catch up with this. What kind of opening was this? So Angelina against Brenda. So it was a Gioco piano. Attack. Bam. This line, I showed it earlier today. Bishop d2. Okay, yeah, that's a pretty good line. I like these lines for white, but I don't play with white, so I can like them. You guys know, right? I already showed this. I usually show it all the time. This is one of the oldest lines out there. Knight takes e4 castle. And if you play with the black pieces, obviously don't take here twice like this, because you fall for queen e1 check knight. But you can take there and go d5. This would be my recommendation, followed by castle. And you try to play with the extra pawn. It will take white a bit of time to get it back, so this should be fine. Definitely do not go for this other line here. You guys probably know bishop a3 stops black from castling, and taking the rook would lead to the loss of the queen. So this is one of the oldest lines played by Greco. It's the first thing that you see if you ever got ChessBase and you got the mega database. It's something you see in some of the first games that are out there that we have access to, at least. So bishop d2 and knight d2 are quite interesting alternatives to that check. Bishop d2 kind of avoids this this cap, doesn't avoid it, but allows for this bishop takes f7, right? So white takes the pawn back. I remember this is a line that a lot of my students like to play for some reason. King f8, queen takes, king f8 is the best move. And it's kind of funny that it's f8. But actually, d5, I think, d5 is also, I think it just might transpose. I usually tell them to play d5. And then you take and, okay. Gotta get rid of the knight. Black has the bishop. Should be fine. So now king f8. Bam. Queen e7. So Angelina went for this line. Okay. So she wants to play another... Okay, I'm gonna make a very, very not nice, maybe kind of joke. Let's hope we don't have another super long game. Or let's hope that we do, so that we stay here longer. But I know the players want that, but I don't mind it. I don't mind it, but this could either finish fast, although I think Angelina is definitely trying to play for a win. She has the knight, which will be better than the bishop because the pawn structure has got a bit more central control, and there's a square that will exist there. So you gotta decide if you play d6 and d5. And I see Brenda went for d6, which is actually nice. This is gonna make White's life harder in order to have a nice stable location for the knight. So rook e1, rook e3, and bishop d7. This is the current position. I mean, really quite balanced, but I don't know. But I think Angelina chose to go for this line. I don't know if it's her main line or not, but I think she chose to go for this line because she was probably tired. She literally had like 40 minutes maybe after she finished her game to just kind of eat, recharge, and go back to play another one. It was tough, but 20? She only had 20? No, it was 40, right? Wait, didn't it start at 3:40? I guess, yeah, by the time I went downstairs, it was already 3:10. Yeah, she probably had like 30 maybe. But that's definitely quite, like, very little amount of time for sure. Too little. Too little time. Okay, let's catch up with the other game. I want to see if there's some spice. I was curious, like, I didn't know. Oh, 3:19 only, that's when the game was over? I didn't even realize because I came downstairs and people started talking to me and I was like, 1 moment. I need 1 minute, please. to not talk for like 1 minute. But that didn't happen. Dylan, how are you doing? I saw your text. I don't know what you said. I will read it later. I saw you texted. I left it unread. I can already tell you now. I'm sorry about that, but I had no time. I had no time to read. If I read it and I forget to answer, then I'll forget to answer. So that's why I did not answer I did not read your text. I saw there's something, so I will be reading and getting back to you after the day clears. Once the stream is over, I will be going and trying to interview some of the players while I still can catch them here. And then probably trying to relax a bit because it's been a very intense weekend for me to know just the players. So we have another Dutch. Mary went for the Dutch, and did she go for the this bishop b4 check? Yeah. So this is I think a more newer idea in a way to give this check first to see if White is gonna touch this knight or not. Because if this knight is touched, then you're happy with Black. You can transfer to a stonewall because there's no bishop a3. But okay, with White you should not play knight c6, knight c3. Should go knight d2 or bishop d2. Either one is fine, you know. And it's kind of interesting. This is something that my dad was showing me when I was a kid. I wonder. This is a classical idea, I'm pretty sure. Because I was playing this as a kid too. And my dad always said I should play all like lines that were played longer time ago in order to be sure to avoid people's preparation and stuff. So I think it was kind of fine. it was kind of fine. And I see Sharnaz is also going for this, which is nice. The knight in h3 is nice from the point of view that it can go to f4 or g5 and allows this other knight to go to f3 and reach e5, but usually want both knights. So I'm not sure at this point if it's necessarily the best decision, but she wasn't sure if black was going to play d5 and there's no more, I guess, good waiting moves. Maybe you can play a3. I would have played maybe f3 and then I guess you can play knight f3. And then if d5, you got the knight perfectly placed to reach that, and then you're ready for a push on the queen side, which I think it's basically what you want to do with white. Is definitely what you want to do. But knight h3 was played. Bam, bam, bam. Okay. Oh, Mary's going for the attack, but where is she? Ah, she wants rook h6, knight g5. She has to also play c6. Eventually. Okay, Sharnaz is not in a rush to castle. f3, bam, bam, bam. Bam. Yeah, I like white's position a bit. I'm actually trying to decide if I like this choice of blacks or not. Because, you know, usually when you play this pawn structure, you go for the stone wall, but she went for the trade, so... No, I think this should be much better. I mean, I don't know how much better, but better for white because the bishop pair. So now you're opening up the position. I mean, usually that works fine because the position is closed, the stone wall. But here, black gave up the bishop pair, so I'm not sure if this is going to be that great. I believe white will be able to castle maybe rook d1 and hit and attack the center with e4. I think that would be kind of a nice approach. Did we already have some strange things happening in this game? Let's see. Ah, the torre. The torre. Or g6. Oh, transposing to some kind of Jobava. Jeshri decided to take the knight. Okay. I think I've seen her place. Oh, Adriana, thank you so much for the raid. Thank you. Let's give a shout out to Adriana. I really appreciate it. Hopefully you had a good stream. I haven't seen you in so long. I hope you're well. Welcome. Yes, I'm working. Long time. I'm doing good. Trying to get back to streaming now. Streaming for US chess a bit. Maybe I'll stream more later. Who knows? But yeah, I haven't seen you for so long. I feel that last time I saw you, was it in Rome? Did I see you after Rome? Adriana and I played in this first online. There was this online FIDE online rep blitz championship, and then they had all of us, the top 8, like not top 8, like the different people who qualified at different events playing this tournament in Rome, and we had a great time. We have some fun pictures and it was a great memory. I still have that vase or whatever it was, bowl, vase / bowl. Yeah. I feel like on my Instagram I should start making these, you know, not photo albums, but like reels with the different places I've been, with the different cool strong chess players that I met and we had friendships. No, I did see Adriana. I'm lying. I did see her after that. We have another picture in Dubai, I think. It was Dubai or Sharjah? I think it was Sharjah. I did see her. I didn't lie on purpose. I just forgot. Short-term memory. Okay, here, C3. You don't remember so much. I mean, we did play each other. I think I won one and you won one in the blitz. It was kind of interesting. Or maybe we drew. I don't know. I know for sure I lost one. Here. Mm-hmm. Oh, she went for e4, but she didn't castle yet. I don't know if she's ready. Maybe this makes more sense. Wait, doesn't this just lose something? She lost a pawn. Okay, but now what's the best approach? I think we can even... I don't know if we want to take... We could take, but this might give white some kind of activity. What's the best location for the queen? Should we go queen a5? Should we go queen e6? The queen e6 kind of stays on this, but I guess it doesn't matter. Just keep the bishop pinned. Then you might want to take there. You actually can castle either sides with black and you'll be fine. Oh, yeah. We didn't have... Neither of us had a good tournament in Sharjah. Yeah. But we have this picture where both kind of were there. We have this picture. I have it at least, taken by, I think, David Lada. David Lada took that picture of us. You must remember. I got sick. I was sick at that tournament. It was in Sharjah, so that's in the Emirates, UAE, and it was it was winter time. It was December or something, November, December, something. But it was warm for there. But I got sick, I remember, so it was hard for me too. I didn't do well. I lost some rating points there. Okay, so Olga's doing quite well right now. Moving on. Okay, we know this game ended in a draw. I guess if Alexei is still in the stream, maybe you were tired, no, Alexei? Or are you friends and is Natasha leaving maybe? I decided to go for a draw. Can you tell us? She has a plane. Oh, so I won't get to interview her, sad. Well, I tried. Yeah, it was it's a tough tournament, you know, because it's a closed tournament, and so you don't really get someone too weak. Everyone is coming prepared, and you have 2 rounds a day, and depending on where you come from, there's bit of a jet lag, you know, so I get it. It's okay, at least, you know, it's nice to finish the tournament, like, not with a loss, because losses always bring bad memories, but like this, you know, it's not too bad. So we have the Grand Prix, to quote one of my friends, Grand Prix. He didn't know how to pronounce it, I remember, and I was just laughing so hard the first time I heard Grand Prix, and ever since then I always would say Grand Prix for fun, you know. One time I said it and then I realized that, oh wait, people don't know what I'm referring to, so they won't know to laugh. They won't think I don't know how to pronounce it. But yeah. So bishop e3, okay, d5. Okay, I like d5. The engine does not. Well, why not? There's nothing to worry about. I don't know, it's what it wants to do. d6? Is there something I don't know? Is it b4? No. No, you just take. No, it has to be d5. I mean, this is the way. This is the right way. Bishop f2. Doesn't white typically capture and then maybe d4? I mean, this was something that I've seen in the past. Yeah. A draw is not too bad. I agree. Oh, let's test Sabina's memory. In Jerba online 3 years ago on Lichess. Did I get paired with Adriana? I don't know. What? Did I? I don't know. Probably I did. How did I do in that tournament? I don't even remember. It was during COVID time. Just tell me what did I do? I'm sure I got paired with her. Did we draw? Did we draw, Sarhane? Or did she beat me? One of the two. Maybe I won. Is he trying to bring back good memories or bad memories? I don't know. I didn't play one game. Okay. Oh, I remember now. Jerba tournament. Yeah. I got shared. I beat the winner, and then I think I lost the last round. I could have gotten a draw, and I missed that. And then I think I got shared with fourth place, but there was some silly tiebreak, and I didn't qualify. I think that's what happened, right, Sarhane? I'm surprised you remember. Were you like one of the organizers? I don't remember that part. I don't remember that. But anyways, just want to remind everyone that if you join in late, what I'm doing is I'm doing commentary for the second edition of the US Senior Women's Chess Championship, which is written in the title too, of course. But we already have a winner before the final round, and that is woman FIDE master Natalia Tsodikova. So she's on 4 out of 4. She won already the tournament. She's still playing. We'll get back to her game in a bit, but heartfelt congratulations. I'm super excited that I get to be on this stream, see these ladies, and they're an inspiration, I think, to all of us to continue playing and enjoying the game, no matter the age, right? Because chess does not have an age; you can play at any time. So I love that about it. I was put on the spot at the opening ceremony to say a couple of words, and hopefully I did decent. Alexei can tell you if I did or not. But it's kind of inspiring to see this tournament take place, and I'm happy that David and Maureen Grimond have sponsored the event to take place. And I'm thankful they got me here also to be on location, to be able to take extra interviews with the players, and gladly share them with US Chess. And if you do want to see all of the stuff, that all the interviews that I did, and this podcast that I started, kind of podcast, I don't know, interview / podcast, and I'll have some interesting guests coming soon. We have a list and we'll try to get them, but feel free to check out, of course, my Twitch. But the second link that's posted here, it's for the YouTube playlists, so you guys can see all of those. I shared this already earlier. And then also, of course, since Alexei is here, I want to also give her a shout out that she's been writing the articles for the tournament. She wrote the first 2 days, and I think she will have a third one being posted tomorrow for Chess Life Online. So you can check out her articles here as well with the second link. Adriana, I think she said she's leaving. Did you say you were going to? Did I miss that? All right. Have a good night, Adriana. Thanks so much for the raid. I really appreciate it. And I hope I get to see you again soon at some tournament. If you're playing in World Rapid and Bliss, maybe I'll see you there. If not, maybe some other place. Oh, I see. Oh, thank you, Alexei. Yeah, I saw, and I don't know who was doing the edits for the who was doing the edits for the Chess Life Online. Was it JJ or was it Brian? JJ, yeah, I thought JJ, but I didn't know if he was on a break or something. Yeah. So thanks to JJ as well for putting the stream too, so that people know that I'm here. I mean, normally it would have been my stream, but see, I'm very thankful to US Chess. I decided to be here. Because why not, right? Okay, so knight f6, bishop e2. This is quite typical. So usually I like this move queen knight a2 kind of is a bit. I'm not familiar with it. I'm not familiar with this idea. I don't think I've seen it. Usually this knight goes here or here. So I kind of paused there for a moment to try to understand. I'm not sure if this is the right approach. Maybe Julie is thinking to go c3 anyways and b4. I'm not really quite sure what is going on. Yeah, JJ is really cool. Yeah. JJ does a great job with article on Chess Life online, and John Hartman is also doing a great job. I really enjoy working with John. Hasn't complained too much about my writing. Hopefully he won't. I won't write anything for now, but I'm just saying he has probably an even tougher job to get everything set up for the magazine, for Chess Life magazine, which is, oh, John, you're here. Okay, I didn't even know. Brilliant. I'm so glad I said something. Hi, John. And be sure to to check out the articles. I actually, in the latest magazine, even I have an ad in it, but I won't talk about it here because I don't want to take advantage of that. But you were lurking and you heard your name. Okay, brilliant. Right on time. So John, great to see you here. But he's putting together the magazine and all those pictures and analysis and does the edits. So struggle probably with some of my writing, but that's okay. That's why we really appreciate you, John. John, hopefully you also enjoy my my interviews, because I try my best. If only I could write as nice as I ask the questions, that would be even better, right? But we can't have them all. We can't have them all. But I hope you have a good time with your family. Get some rest. It's the weekend. It's the weekend. It's interesting because Julie had this kind of a position. Really? Oh, good. I thought Brian was lying to me about the fact that the interviews were good. So I don't know. I can't read him much. He said that they were good, and I thought that he was lying to me just to be nice. So you're saying he was not lying to me? That's good to know. Yes, I'll see you in New York. Definitely. I'll be there for the World Rapid and Blitz. Maybe we should do some streams when we are there. We should just take over US Chess if they will still let me, if I'll still have permission, and get your perspective on things. He strikes you handed on this job. Yeah, I guess so. I guess he's nice. I can't read him very well. I usually can read people, but I'm not quite sure. I'm also not very good at accepting compliments, so Yeah, let's definitely, yeah. That would be nice. Well, he's busy right now. I don't want to bother him, but once he's more relaxed, let's give him some space for the weekend, maybe next week or something. Or once we're there, we're just gonna put him on the spot. Hello. By the way, this is happening. Do you approve? So at that point he has nothing to say. Okay, so it looks like Natalia has had kind of a nice oopsie daisies. What did I do? Okay. Queen g4. G6. So Beatrice is trying to chase the knight away to bring the bishop back, bring the knight out, and we'll have to wait and see which side she wants to castle. But Natalia takes the bishop. Okay, I'm cool with that. Nice. Knight takes. Queen h4. Knight e4. Knight d6. Bishop f6, castle, bishop e2, a5. I like this bishop in f6. It's unpleasant, but the queens are off the board, so attacks will not lead to much. White's position feels a bit more comfortable, but you need to create some weaknesses, because right now there are none. I was thinking maybe something like this, if knight f5 will be met with king f2, you know, because if you play h4, you are weakening those squares, so after that you can go g4. And I feel that this is something that white could do. The only thing is black should chase this bishop away with knight e8 maybe. Now if we chase it away, yeah, maybe that could work. Maybe that could work. Okay, let's go to the next one as well. So we had this endgame that Angelina got into, and I was saying that d6 was definitely the right kind of decision for black, because it keeps the square controlled, so you don't get a nice location for your knight. And of course, continues the development. And there's no weaknesses in black's camp at this point. The black only has 2 islands of pawns, right? This and this. And white has 3, which right now doesn't matter so much. But this pawn could become a target eventually later on in the game, you know? So we have to be careful about that pawn. Knight d3, bam, a3. Huh. She chose a3, not a4. But a4 maybe... Do you think a4 would have been met with a5? Maybe. And the idea is basically... So I was thinking a4 in order to create some weakness or trade the weak pawn, right? But the problem is now after this trade, this will remain a passed pawn. So you have to be careful not to let that pawn. You don't want to give the opponent any kind of chances to do much. So a3. Rook a e1, rook takes. How do we take back, guys? Do we take back with the rook or with the pawn? Because I could see some future with both. I would take maybe the pawn. Oh, that's so sweet. Oh, that you had trouble accepting compliments until a person asked you why you were stealing their joy. Oh. But do people really feel joy when they pay compliments? I guess so. I just feel that when I pay compliments to people, I feel that they don't take them either. So that maybe that's why I'm just like not used to it. It's hard sometimes when you start working with people, you don't know them that well, and they try to be nice, and you don't know if they are just nice because they are nice, or they are nice because they have to, or they're nice because they really are nice and they really mean it. You know, that's my issue. I have a trust issue. I don't really trust people that much. Maybe it's like in chess, trust but verify, you know? Always double check everything. You never know. Yeah. I feel like we need more light here. It's getting dark. It's getting a bit too dark. No, there's too much light. We don't want that much light. Okay. So by the way, if there were some interviews to be made after this tournament, when, you know, I'll finish the stream and I'll go downstairs. All right, thank you so much, John. Looking forward to seeing the article about this tournament in Chess Life, and awesome job with what you do, and looking forward to seeing you soon. I guess 2 weeks, not even. Gosh, it's 9 days. We can count them. 9 days till Christmas, or 10 days till Christmas. It's almost 9 because this game is over. Okay, well, have a great time, and hi to your family. Although I don't think I met them, but anyways, hi. That's right. I don't know which one it was, but I know that saying, trust but verify. So I would take with the pawn. After all that debate that was not chess related, I would go for this, and my plan would be to push this pawn all the way there, get rid of this pawn, try to get that outpost for the knight, and then press. Ah, I see. Got you. I felt that it could be him, but I wasn't sure. Okay, what else have we got here? A5, bishop back. A4, queen d3. Wait, what? Wait, did Mary miss bishop g5? Well, this rook here is a bit sus, but... Wait, if we take here, we actually win more than... Do we? Do we win more? I thought we do, but maybe not. Maybe bishop... No, sorry, the knight is hanging. Maybe back? Then we can take... This seems fine. Maybe we have a better move here that I'm missing right now. I'm not really seeing something great. I mean, but I think you can take this rook anytime, so maybe you don't necessarily need to rush with the capture. Maybe that's it. Maybe that's the only thing. I don't think this is that bad, you know. So basically transposed. But okay, like basically you don't get the knight to, at least in this other line, you know, you're getting the knight to go back, which is more passive there, whereas in the line that was played in the game, now the knight is a bit more active. A3, rook b1, very nice. Yeah, you gotta be careful. Don't play this because you'll fall for check rook, and if you move the king, okay, something's gonna happen. Maybe knight here or knight there, or I don't think this leads to mate. Maybe we can even take this pawn. Actually, this is the cutest. This is the cutest line, because now, you know, we're searching knight g4. You can't take because your rook here is hanging. So yeah, so rook b1. Very good choice, and she will have to castle. So she does have, she's up in exchange, but it will be a long way until we see what's going on there between Shernaz and Mary. Here there was a material loss, right? A bit earlier. So takes. Takes, castle, pawn takes. Okay. Olga is with the king in the center, but she's up 2 pawns, right? Checky, king of fate. That should be fine. Okay, and now black is gonna castle by foot, I think it's called in English. And then is gonna get the rooks into the game. This pawn is weak. White has way too many weaknesses. 5 pawn islands. That's a bit too much. You don't want to have that many weaknesses. It is not ideal. It's not ideal. I feel bad for Jashri because she had a really nice start. First 2 games were really impressive for the rating difference and everything. But I think here she's gonna struggle to defend this position because she cannot keep all her pawns. Actually, yeah, bishop f6, king g7 is even better for black than to go all the way till h7. Yeah, I like this. Plus it's with tempo, so we like that for black. Moving on. Oh, this is the draw, and now not much has changed since we've seen this position. We'll have to wait a few more minutes to see how Julie is planning to continue now. I thought her plans are supposed to be on the king side, but she put this knight here, which I don't know. But also, you know, because the bishop was in e2, or wanted to go to e2, you couldn't go there. I mean, she could have gone there, but she probably wanted to put the bishop here. But usually when you play the Grand Prix, I mean, to my knowledge, the bishop goes to g2. You know, it's a much better placement because the diagonal opens up and you can just, you know, create some space for yourself. Then the good thing about not pushing the g pawn is that this diagonal is oftentimes opened, so you can go queen e1, queen h4, but here you need a few moves for that to happen. Like you need to go king h1, bishop g1, then bring in the queen. You know, it takes a bit longer. So that's why I would have liked the bishop to be switched in g2. That way you're giving yourself a bit more space. Okay, starting all over. Oh, looks like so we were around here now suggesting these ideas with h4, h5 for Natalia. But instead of that, she chose g4. Okay, with a similar idea. Maybe she just didn't want to allow the knight to go to f5, and she's also stopping potentially h5. So I think she still has that idea. She might do it later. a4, long castle. Okay, so it's brought her king some kind of safety, and now can focus on that. Okay. Beatrice played bishop d5, and this is the current. Oh no, h4 is played. As discussed, you know, it's a nice way to bring more pieces into the game. Rook takes e3. Oops. Oh, Angelina chose to take with the rook. Interesting. I like this idea that I suggested earlier. Okay. What did Shanaz do? Or why did she play queen c3? This pawn is attacked. What? Ah, she's worried about knight e3. I see. See, that's why it was good to take earlier, because she had that check, which would have made the knight be in f7 instead of being here, very, like, quite annoying. I'm not even sure what's the best move for white. Is it queen b3? Maybe this. What is white's best move in this position? Anyone has any ideas? Castle. That's what she played, queen c3, but I don't know if it was necessarily the best. Castle allows... Ah, now you have check. Okay, my bad. I thought I got this, but okay, you're safe. You can move the rook. Okay, castle, yeah. Only thing is, I think I can probably... maybe with the pawn? So I can have this pawn too. Yeah, this is my scary net. This is probably something that could happen here too. That's why I didn't like queen c3. I think takes. Oh, and it was played. It was just played. A takes b2 was just played. So the question is, okay, what do we do now? Because, you know, that pawn is an important pawn. We don't want to get rid of it, you know? We don't want to get rid of it. I mean, not get rid of it, don't lose it. That's what I mean. So I don't know what was the best move. Was b3? No, but b3. Maybe b4? Just like that. We have this check. Oh, do you have this? Is this working? No. No, we simply move the rook and we're okay. So what happens after queen b3 check? Because, I mean, you're not going to go there, right? We just take. So what is the best way for black? Do you just go back? It's knight c4? Knight c4. Yeah, like very interesting games. Almost every single one is very interesting, and I like to see the fighting chess till the end. But now, you know, the a2 pawn is an issue, and Shernaz lost it. So Mary is doing quite well here. Despite being down in exchange, this pawn will be dangerous to deal with. We're threatening some attacks of the rook and try to promote. Okay, no more moves in this game, and here rook h3 was played. So Natalia's probably preparing for some attacks. So what I'm going to do, because I didn't do this earlier, and I just want to make sure that I can hold on here till the end, I'm going to take a very short break, like maybe 5 minutes, just 5 minutes, just to stretch, to make sure, because I'm still feeling a bit, you know, the edginess from earlier. So just 5 minutes break, and I'll be back. I'll be right back. Meanwhile, you guys can check out the live boards. over there. And I will be back in about 5 minutes. Stay close. Catch up with the games since we missed a bit of it. So ever since we left off, right, after this h4, Beatrice played knight c4, which the engine didn't quite like for some reason, I think, just to try to find a way to attack on the queen side. But I'm not sure exactly what's the best approach. What do you guys think would be the best approach here? For black. Because h5, no, maybe h6? What do you guys think about h6? So if you play this, I meet it with that. If you play here, I meet you with this. I feel that this could be a nice way to try to stop white's attack. Knight c4 is not bad. Rook h3, okay. Yeah. I'm worried. I don't know. I don't know what's happening. But maybe this is not bad because Beatrice traced the bishop and now she'll be the one with the knight. Earlier this morning she had the bishop, so now she has the knight, you know? Okay, this seems quite, she's trying to, I feel that Natalia is definitely trying to go for 5-0. I really can't wait to interview her. I mean, that will be an interesting, but Beatrice too. Beatrice is definitely someone to interview. I didn't get the chance to talk to her. I only talked to some of the ladies. Ooh, Angelina finally got the pawn structure I wanted. Do you guys remember when I said to take with the pawn, but she didn't? It seems that now she didn't want to do that because she felt the rooks had to be traded too. She felt that her opponent might go rook e8. I'm pretty sure that was the case. And now she wanted to take with the pawn and go for that. But wasn't it better to keep rooks on the board? And that's always a question you should ask yourselves. Do you do something for, to keep the rooks on the board or not? Do you get rid of them? So e4, bam, 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 h6. Okay. I see. h6. Trying to set up some kind of fortress. Brenda's holding tight. She wants to get this. And she's, like, rating-wise, of course, she's much lower rated, but, she's not giving up. I like to see that. And, of course, Angelina is playing for a win. I mean, she's the highest rated. She wants to score, right? It makes sense. It definitely makes sense. Okie dokie. What else have we got here? Okay. We did not like Sharnaz's position. We did not like it because she lost the a2 pawn. She didn't get the chance to do much. Bishop e6, bam. Bringing the knight back, but she gave up. But she had no choice. She had no place to move the rook. Oh, Sharnaz not doing very well here. She's not. This is a thing. This is a serious thing. Either this or this. And you can't stop it. That's the sad, sad situation. Very sad. Going back to how this game went, right? So white had a pretty good position, nice setup, bishop pair and everything. And she went for the material in a way, okay, maybe not, you know, the most ideal situation, but you do go for the material indeed. And here she rushed to help black bring that queen into the game. And I think she just didn't realize how powerful this queen on the diagonal might be and how she might only need to find, you know, 1-2 moves that would help her. I know it's not easy. I mean, you want to take the material. Who doesn't want to take the material? I mean, that's the first thing that comes to the mind, you know. More material, easier play, right? But, you know, in practice, it's much trickier than that. And, okay, but probably all the players are quite tired, I'd say. I mean, it's been a long day for everyone. They also had to wait for the pairing, right? Because that game between Beatrice and Angelina took, so they started at 10 a.m., right? Yeah, they started at 10 a.m. local time, and they only finished at 3:15 or something like that. So basically, they did play for 5 hours, and it's more rare these days that you see that many long games like that, you know? And okay, I think Sharnaz did not play for that long, but what I'm saying is still waiting for that long. You think you play at a certain time, you can't prepare much, you don't know. It can take a toll. And here, Mary did a really good job with her knights, like bringing that knight. And now, yeah, that queen c3 was mistaken. Chisholm was not showing it as a mistake earlier, like the double question mark, but it did after. So yeah, that is the thing. Okay. Okie dokie dokie. This is going to be tough. This is going to be very tough for Sharnaz. She's going to try to find a way to defend, but unfortunately she will be losing that rook. And it will be difficult to come back from that. Olga was on her way, like definitely much better position because of this very bad pawn structure of whites with 5 islands of pawns, right? And black is also up a pawn. So she's gonna try to find a way to trade in the right way, and then this will also be hanging. So she's doing good. And then we had the last board here where Julie went for what? So I suggested some improvements, but they weren't possible. She went for bishop. Oh, she made this mistake. Ouch. Yeah, it's so easy to go for bishop h4 to get rid of the knight, and it's so easy to forget about these ideas. You know, because normally this bishop is here, so you don't mind that, but now you do. Yeah, so then you come back and then you lose the bishop. Might as well. That's why I suggested king h1 or something. You know, if the knight comes, you can just go there, knight d3. Okay, you'll take it. It's not perfect, but it is something that you can do, you know? Okay. Yeah, so now this is the position that they got. So Julie will probably recapture with the rook. So Carla has a slightly better position. I wonder if f5 is the best move here. The reason for it is black is trying to open up the queen side and open up the bishop. So that could be kind of a helpful idea, you know, to improve here. Okay, going back to this game. So when we left off, I mentioned, you know, I felt that Beatrice could have played h6 just to kind of meet those pawn pushes and attempt to open up the king side with a blockade, right? That's quite typical to keep two pawns on a straight line. So you know it's not going to be a breakthrough. But instead she went for bishop c4, and as the bishops got traded off, you know, here things were fine. So okay, we had that. Here h6 was played, and it looks like we had no change in Angelina's game. And here, okay, final trap. If you take, there'll be this, but black would still be winning, unfortunately, because, you know, okay, only 2 pawns up, but it will be more than that. You know, you move here, takes this bishop. If they get traded, then you know, knight moves away and then promotes. If they don't get traded, then anyways, bishop moves and promotes, and black will be up a piece. So this will be a tough loss for Shirnaz, very likely. Okay, which game do you want us to go to stay on and discuss more? You guys have a preference on the game that you want us to go to? Nope. I see. Let's put some music. Just testing if people are still here. Carla? Okay, I am on Carla's game. Neander, you're back. You're back. Great to see you back. Testing if people are on stream still, or if who is still playing. Everyone is still playing besides board 5, which was the game between Natasha Christensen and Alexei Ruud. They ended up drawing. They had both a tough tournament, and they felt, you know, let's try to, you know, cover the losses. Maybe I think it's the kind of approach you want when you don't have a good tournament. You don't want to go completely devastated that it was really bad. So I think the draw was a good result, considering, you know, it was a long day and a tough tournament. I don't know how much they usually like play. I know Alexei was in the stream. I don't know if she is still, but yeah. You never went far. You were close by. Okay. You're almost here, Taurus? What does that mean? Can you show you the draw? It was really like, sure, I can show you. I mean, it was just opening moves, basically. That's why I didn't even show it, because they agreed on a draw quite fast, and that's why I didn't want to. But it was a modern. It was agreed quite fast. After knight f6, bishop e2, castle. Black played h6, and I believe Women's International Master and Dr. PhD Alexei Ruud decided to offer a draw, and Natasha, okay, being the lower rated, I think she thought, okay, this is a good result. I'll take it. I think that's kind of how it was, I believe. So, yeah, like basically I was still downstairs. I was trying to relax because I thought I was more hungry, so I had a small sandwich, and then I thought I was still more hungry, so I took a few more pieces, and then I realized that, wait a second, maybe I'm not that hungry. So I did keep them. Don't think that I throw away food. That's never happening with me. I still took it, but I just didn't eat it. And as I was coming upstairs to start the stream, I saw they had already drawn. So this game did not last very much, like maybe a few minutes. The tournament did not have the, 30 move rule or any kind of rule, for anything. So the players could just agree on a draw anytime. So that's what happened, basically. Yeah. It's not that much to talk about with this opening, I'd say. I mean, I never played with knight f6. If you guys want some advice, some ideas, maybe. I used to play this line, with e6. I would put my knight here, and then I play b6, bishop b7, and then h6, and it was like hedgehog, whatever. What defies Pirk versus modern? Yes, of course. I can definitely mention that. So the modern starts with G6. And you put the knight in f6, I think. And I think the Pirc is considered the one where you don't put the knight in f6. So the Pirc, at least that's how I define them. If someone else has heard it differently, let me know. But I define them when you put the knight in f6, is called the modern. So you play it kind of like a King's Indian. Modern is more like a King's Indian without white having had played the pawn to c4, right? So that is what I would define the modern. As for the Pirc, it's without the knight in f6. So you play with e6, knight e7. This is what I'm showing you. And you can play it with c6, b5, or a6, b5, or simply like I show the setup. That is usually the Pirc. Or Pirc. Or Pirc. In Romanian language, we call it Pirc. So I don't know. It's always tricky for me. Yeah, of course. It's always tricky for me sometimes because like I've learned various names in Romanian, and then, you know, was traveling, and then in the US sometimes I teach, and there are these openings called like that have different names on chess.com or on Lichess or some other websites, and I'm like, which one is it after all? After which player is it named? But yeah, but I mean, I believe this modern is a bit harder to play with a knight in f6. The reason I say that is I think oftentimes white has these ideas with e4 that can be scary. So that's the reason why I usually don't want to go into them. I'm sorry if I didn't take some chocolate. It wouldn't have been good. So, yeah. But I remember when I was a kid, I was playing this line. And then bishop e2. No, not this line. No. I don't think it was that. Maybe something like this. I'm not even sure how it was. But I was kind of developing in this. You have to be careful because sometimes they have these kind of moves and they get there. So you need to be mindful about that. You also have to be mindful about this. So sometimes you can't do it, so you have to play h6 so that they cannot go there and trade your bishop. And then you castle with white if you want to go for some faster attacks or something, you know. That's something that you can do. Yeah, anyways. Okay. And I remember, you know, I would get my pieces out, and then I would castle by pieces, by foot. Bring the king to h7, bring the rooks. And black's plans are with c5, that sometimes actually, you know, sometimes you can castle if they don't really have pressure in h6. But if they do, you really need to play it first, because if you do go for knight d7, then you will allow this bishop h6 and you have to trade the bishop, and then you cannot castle. So that's something to keep in mind. But black does play these lines with the pawn in c5, like at some point, and you get the pawn structures of Sicilian. So, but you get the kind of Sicilian that you want a bit later in the game, so it might be, you know, it might be helpful to have it later because you can avoid some of those sharp attacking ideas. So it really depends what kind of position you want to play. But yeah, it's something to keep in mind. Ooh, Natalia traded there in c4. Looks like she traded. And then she went for h5. Yeah, this way I really wanted that h6. And because now you see king go g5, because that just drops the pawn. So now you have to allow the trade, but maybe Beatrice is not worried that the trade would happen because she can take back with the f-pawn. That opens up this rook and then opens up the other rook to cover h7. So maybe that's why she's not worried. So she followed through with b5, which is nice in a way because she needs to keep her pawns on the opposite color than white's bishop so that the bishop later in the endgame won't be able to attack them. I mean, usually you want to put them on the same color as the opponent's bishop to restrict it, but there are some situations where you have to do it otherwise because, you know. So now the position is pretty chill. It's pretty chill. I don't even know what that means. It sounded good when I thought it through. Chill position. Should we go for c5 or is that too much? That's too much, possibly. This was my my idea, but it's probably too much. Maybe we can go rook here to support this. Or maybe she should... No, she can't use this rook because when this happens, this pawn hangs. See, that's why I wanted h6. I didn't want to allow all this. Do you think Beatrice should come back with the knight? Because technically she could. Although the knight here controls e3, so if white ever considers going f4 and switching over to put pressure, the knight is restricting that. Maybe Beatrice plans to just sit and wait. Wait to see how you progress. Because this side of the board is locked. And here, when you take, I take back. And I got everything under control. I think this game might head for a draw. Very possibly. I mean, I can't fully confirm, but there's some chances. Okay, so Angelina did follow through with that idea that I suggested. Push the pawn all the way to the d5, right? And now she's trying to create her path, her entrance towards black's territory. Now, with black, you can't just sit and wait here, okay? Please. Remember, even if there's a position you feel that it's a draw, if your opponent has the minimum, super tiny little thing of improvement, you need to try to find counterplay. You either find a way to stop them or create counterplay for yourself. So here white has this passed pawn, right? So, and you can't attack over the bishop, which means you won't be able to win it, right? So you need to figure out something that you're gonna do that will not let them just magically bring the king here, push your bishop back, push the pawn forward, you know, those things you don't want to allow, okay? Very, very important. Keep that in mind. So what are we doing here? What are we doing here with black? We know what white's plan is. I was trying to think if we go g5 or we try to activate our king, because... she went for a5, okay. No, but what, she wants to play here? But this is lost. This is gonna be lost if you do that. Adios, amigos! That pawn will be promoting, so that's not gonna work. That will not work. So what do we do after king c5? Do you think she's planning to go back? Maybe. If I go here? Because this would be a blunder. This loses on the spot. Deflection. Bam, bam. And one of these pawns marches to win. So you really have to be careful here with black. So a5, I think this is definitely a move that has to be played by white. Just to try to improve. Okay, you can attempt knight c5 too. But knight c5 blocks your king, you know? So I definitely think the king should be the first that enters and the knight should come in next. And so I'm suggesting king here. So we need to come up with a good move. So king e4 was a blunder. I showed you guys already what happens after king e4. It's not easy for me to come up with a... I don't think this will work, because, again, we have this activity. Should black just play here? No. Takes. And this will be game over. What about bishop e8? Or probably the same thing and you enter. My goodness, what do we do here, guys? What do we do here with black not to get into a lost position? Probably you guys got as tired as I did. You probably are doing other things in the same time, but I feel sometimes when I see quiet chat, no interaction, I know something's up. Something's up. Yes, something's up. Yeah. What to do? Life is life, right? Look at king e4, king d5, bishop e8. No, we already saw it. This is over. This is game over. Bishop e8, I think I check you and then just push. Yeah, no, this is lost, Neander. I mean, I was thinking about it, but there's not that much that I can do here in this position. Yeah, it's like, yeah, I don't know, because you can't even get in here to get the pawn. You have to kind of circle around or something. And I think, I don't know what's the best kind of approach. Either this or king e7 first. or even knight e6, knight e6 to try to get that pawn, to get the bishop, and then push the pawn. I mean, I think this is quite bad, you know. Everything falls for poor black. So, I mean, I don't know if... nope, no move yet by Angelina, but check the time difference. I mean, this is also something interesting to see, because you missed knight c5. No worries, Neander. I mean, I feel that I'm getting tired a bit, and I might be blundering some stuff, but other than that, all goody. But yeah, I mean, king c5. I thought we can go back king e6, but we cannot. And white is threatening king d6. I don't think b4 does much. a4 I don't think does much, because I'm not seeing the entrance. I mean, g5 could be a thing, but I don't think this is gonna help much. King d6, king here. How is black planning on meeting this move? I'm sure Angelina sees something. Did she play? She went knight c5? That's a shocker. I mean, this is not good, but if I go here, you know, the bishop restricts the knight. The knight restricts the bishop too, but the bishop also restricts the knight. Yeah, I am a bit tired. I gotta say, I did not expect that the commentary would last that long, typically. And I haven't done it for this long before. So when I was in St. Louis and I did the St. Louis Masters, I was working 9 to 9, kind of 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. with some breaks in between, because there's not always something. There were 2 rounds a day, but I wasn't doing the commentary. I was taking various interviews when the players were finishing the game, or I was getting them on stream, like on the official broadcast, to ask them some questions, let them take me through the game. And it wasn't the same kind of thing. So I was posting on Instagram, I was posting on Twitter or X. So I was sitting in front of the computer, but not for, this is also kind of intense talk, because it's a lot of chess, right? That's why sometimes I ask questions that are not necessarily chess related to kind of clear my eyes a bit and try to, you know, I'm not trying to do it on purpose to take away from the chess, of course. I hope you guys realize that. I enjoy talking about it. Maybe I just enjoy it too much. That's why I asked US Chess to give me the opportunity to be here. But I mean, it would have been on my channel anyways, because Maureen asked me to do commentary for the event, and I accepted immediately, because I knew this is definitely a great opportunity to continue supporting women in chess. And by the way, I know I am on the US chess stream, okay? So I feel that I have to do this a few times, but if you guys ever think of getting involved with chess, or, you know, it's not always, you don't always need to make a donation, for example, to support US chess. There are various other ways that you can do it. You can learn more about how to get involved. Oh, Streamlabs has heard me say that, and now suddenly it's there. Yeah, check out the link that Streamlabs just posted. So you can learn more about, you know, the mission and things you can get involved with. And then if at some point you're thinking to start a club in your region, or, you know, bring some kids to some team of kids to nationals, there are various programs that can help you with that, to start out, to support, or simply share, you know, information that you see, like maybe about memberships, or maybe about this stream, or social media accounts. It's always nice to, you know, to have people who find ways to support in any way they can, because we can't all do it the same way. And I want to thank you on behalf of US Chess. I mean, I'm not technically an official employee for this tournament, let's say, or I don't know how to say, but I feel like I am one. I feel like I have guide to a successful chess club. Yeah. Lots of things that you can do. That you can get involved with your state. If your state doesn't have that many tournaments, you can get involved and find out how you can be, part of it and have some say into it. Maybe you can become, the person that will go to the U.S. Open and be a part of the how's it called? I don't even know because I never joined those meetings because I usually stream or do something else. A representative. You can be your state representative maybe, and you can help promote your state with more tournaments. Like I said, so many ways that you can do that it doesn't take delegate. Oh, thank you, Paul. Thanks. It was I said representative, it sounded like I'm being so political, right? Like state representative in the Senate. I feel like I sounded like that. Or in the House of Representatives or something. Yes, delegates, thank you. Yeah, you can be a delegate for your state, get involved into some of the decisions that I made, or maybe you can apply to be part of the executive board, right? The executive board helps create and maintain the various top events. I think they have elections every 2 years, I think, or something like that. So you can apply, so many things you can do. And they don't pay me to say these things. I tell you from all my heart, by the way. I just, I think there's a lot that we can do, particularly if you're passionate about something. And, yeah. Delegate is the membership meeting? What do you mean? What do you mean is the membership meeting? Yeah. No, it's... delegate is in the meeting where you find out from the executive board about the various decisions that I made. And I think you can have a say because they're voting on various things. So each state sends a representative. And that's kind of how it works. And regarding membership, since you brought it up, Paul, you have 16 more days to decide whether you want to renew your membership with US Chess. I hope you do. I hope you compete in tournaments. Hope you're excited about that because it's always great to compete. It's much easier. It's much easier to compete. You just need to not be fearful about anything. But anyways, please consider renewing your membership this year because from January 1st, the membership dues will increase. I haven't checked by how much. I don't know if I pay membership or not. Because I think once you become a live master, you don't pay anymore, I think. I'm not sure. I should check myself too. I'm telling you guys. I should look into it. But, yeah. I think I'm a live master, so you just get a live membership or something. So... yeah, consider doing that, please. If you want. We still didn't figure out what was the move after King C5. I had no answer from anyone. Was this a weird thing that could happen? No. Maybe even this. No, pawn takes, and then here. So then what was the move? Did anyone have any ideas about the move? Because going back, I mean, maybe going back. Because check, you take the pawn. I mean, maybe that was it. Maybe this was it. Yeah. Oh, and I just messed up the A4. I was showing you guys and I forgot that I said, yes, you're right. Yeah. Thanks for... What just happened? Did this get updated or did I press something? Okay, well, I guess Angelina's idea worked because suddenly we got a result. Okay, all right. Well, this is what happens when you spend too much time analyzing. Brenda blundered here. So we said bishop c8, right? Just restrict the knight. But Brenda ended up going bishop e6, which allowed the capture, and the king and pawn endgame is winning because, you know, white is much faster in grabbing these pawns than black is to grab these. Oh, Brenda must have miscalculated. She probably thought that she has time, but she didn't realize that, you know, this pawn promotes much faster than hers. I think this is what happened. Oh. Well, that is a sad finish for Brenda, but nice win by Angelina. Congrats, Angelina. So she's on 3.5 now, and we'll have to wait and see what happens on first board, but she's definitely sharing second place. She will be finishing... let me see how many players there were with 2.5. I read it to you guys, but I forgot. So Beatrice was on 2.5, Angelina, and then there was also Mary with 2.5. Mary was playing against the next board against Shernaz Kennedy, and I think Mary was on her way to win when we left off. What happened here? Okay, chess.com made. Okay, so Mary won. Okay, so we have another result in this round. So we have the Mary one. This one is a win too. Okay, so I guess I spent too much time on that game. How many games are left? Oh wow, 2 games left. Okay, so let's catch up. I spent too much time on that. Apologies. Big apologies from me. Okay. Well, we knew Olga was on her way to win, but Carla's game, I'm going to that after this. I'm going to Carla's game after this, yes. So I just want to see the finish in this game because we didn't see. Queen takes c3, rook d2, very nice activity. Queen f1. Oh, so Jayashree had to back up a bit, and now this pin is a killer. That pin was a killer, and now queen takes sealed the deal. Nice win by Olga. So Olga finishes with 3 points, I think. Jayashree with 2, but she's had a great tournament. I think she should be proud of how far she's come, considering she was one of the lowest rated, and she had 2 nice wins against Shernaz Kennedy and Beatriz Marinello, like really 2 higher rated players, and she's proved she can play well, and I hope she can be proud of where she's come so far. Let's catch up with Carla's position because we left off around here where Julie played bishop h4 and then came back to f2. The idea was basically to give up the bishop for the knight, but she missed the opportunity, and now she has to come right back because, you know, this is not something you want to allow. Okay, so now white, you see, the problem is for white, what's the problem? This knight is here, this rook is here. The bishop is not really helping with the push. You really want to try f4, f6, f4, f5, f6. You want to try to push those pawns forward, but it's not easy. Like, how are you going to do it? You're kind of stuck. So she's not quite ready to do much. Whereas for black, look at this. This pawn is more advanced, so obviously black's going to play on the queen side, right? And will prepare to play c4. I think that's what Carla should play. Just find the right moment to do it. And then maybe be mindful, maybe f5 is going to be a move to be played by black. Certainly, I would consider playing it maybe even right now, because this way, you know, white's attack is going to be slowed down, and then you can focus on your own attack on the queen side. Okay, rook a d8, bishop g4, and now black played the move a5. Okay, a5, queen f3. Oh no, wait, where did she go? Well, she's trying to do some stuff there. Why is a4? I think this. Space equals great chess. Oh, Paul, you're in my team. I appreciate that. Yes, I'm in Team Space. Team Capablanca. Capablanca is the right kind of team for me. Okay. But we're trying to stay neutral, like neutral. I think that's the word. Is that the word I was looking for? I think so, right? Not to take sides. That's what I'm saying. Let's let chess speak for itself. So a4 is quite a nice move. Check this out. So why is a5 a mistake? You have this chain of pawns, right? So a4 would not bother in a situation like this. Let's just push it here. This would not bother black because if you take, black would recapture with the pawn. That's why it's nice to have such a chain. But when you push a5, I think Carla was thinking in this position she wanted to go b4, but that's not the thing she wanted, or maybe she wanted a4. I don't know. a4 would make more sense. And now a4 would undermine this pawn from that square, which gives white the opportunity to bring the knight to c4. I'm taking that pawn. I mean, let's say you go here. I'm taking that pawn fast, and then not knight c4 because I don't want you to take yet, but I would play b3, knight c4, you know, and try to kind of hold on to that side of the board. And then this knight really needs to rush into the game because it's been there for quite some time. So if you go knight c4 takes, then the knight can also come to d3. You bet I sleep soundly tonight? Why? Because I work so hard? Well, at least I know I work well, hopefully. Okay, so a5, queen f3. c4, yeah. That is the move. That's the move that has to be played. Long day. Definitely long day. And for me, it's not over. The reason I think it feels quite long for me is because I didn't think I would be jet lagged for 2 hours. But I am Dobry dzień. Dobry wieczór, I think. It's kind of evening. But depends where you are. Maybe it's morning where you are. So what was I gonna say? So I'm 2 hours ahead, right? So technically right now for me it's 8 p.m., right? Or Dobry noc, I don't know. And so right now it's 6 here in Salt Lake City. Where I live, it's 8 p.m. And the closing ceremony is in 2 hours. So hopefully these games finish and I need to be there and take interviews of the players. My day will not finish when I get off the stream. That's all I'm going to say. So, you know, by the way, you know what we should do? I don't know what we should do. No, that was silly. I'm not going to say that. But yeah, you thought I was Bulgarian. No, I'm originally from Romania. So I speak Romanian. Romanian is a Latin language. Although Romania is surrounded by a lot of Slavic countries and Hungary on the left side, left side, my goodness. Northwest, kind of, surrounded by Hungary, and the rest are in kind of Slavic countries. We're bordering Ukraine, Moldova, Ukraine on the north and east a bit, and then Moldova and the kind of, you know, northeast. And then in the south, we have the Donau River that separates us from Bulgaria. And on the, you know, southwest, kind of, we have Serbia. How do I know Russian? Well, people can learn things, you know. You know, Dracula lived in the past, but who knows? Maybe I'm definitely an ancestor. Make sure you have some garlic, you know, saved, because you never know. Dracula is immortal. Oh, maybe. Yeah, I don't know. I didn't meet him, so maybe. But yeah, Romania is known for that. That's usually mostly what people know about Romania. There's more beauties to the countries, though. Just so you know. But here, I'm in the US. Actually been living and representing US since, well, I've been living in the US since 2008 and started representing the US at my first Chess Olympiad ever, because Romania didn't want to take me the first time. In 2010. That was my first Olympiad where I represented the US. And I've played 4 after that. So 5 altogether in my CV. Carla's getting a good position because she got the c4 and now a4 is not going to do that much because now you don't get that square. So we can take probably or play c3 or maybe take here. What do we take? So many things to take, so little time. No, we can't take here because that's hanging. Maybe we don't take a thing. Maybe we just go here, but then we allow the trade of this knight. I don't have a bio because I'm streaming on US Chess. If you want to read more about me, you can go follow me on my Twitch, the first link that shows up there. And you can read more about me there. But yeah. I don't want to like promote myself too much on on the US channel. I want people to. You're watching me on Twitch. Yeah, you're watching me on this Twitch, but go watch me on the other Twitch too. If you want, you don't have to. I don't want to sound too bossy, although I am apparently. Okay. So what do we do here? If a4 were to be played, what should we do, guys? You want to let me answer my own question? That's understandable. Should we go c3? Look at this beauty that I just came up with. You know how cool it is to stream and just talk and not even think about the position, and then magically the solution appears and you're like, brilliant. You see what's going on? What's going on? It's going on that we're winning an exchange. That's what's going on. And I also like this move, knight e4. But I don't know, this doesn't do that much, but if white comes here, then we got bishop c5, and this is gonna look even nicer when we're gonna do a discovered attack. You're gonna type this line that I showed? I read your mind. Good. Thankfully, I said it first. I'm not Julie. I don't know who Julie is. That's okay, Neander. If you saw it too, that's great. Can you tell me what your level is in chess? Like, what's your rating or level? Or are you the player? Oh, I'm not the player. No, I'm not the player. No, I'm streaming. I'm doing commentary for this tournament. $1,900. Oh, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Are you friends with Carla? No, Carla is no. That was not played. That was just my analysis. It was just my analysis suggestion. Oh, I see. Okay, no. Okay. You train together. Nice. Okay, cool. Well, I hope it goes well. I feel for Julie, though. I saw her and she met me in the elevator the first day or second day, and she asked me if I remember her, and I did not, and I felt so bad. Apparently, we played against each other in... we played... My first tournament that I played in the US, it was organized by Susan Polgar when she was at Texas Tech, and it was some invitational, like, oh no, a women's tournament, and I think I played her the last round. I remember I won, or I think I won, or maybe we drew. I feel like I drew one round, but I don't remember if it was against Julie. I need to check. I need to check those. At some point I lost my database. There was a crash and I lost a lot of my games that I played some time ago. Let's catch up with the other games because it's been a while. Ooh, I see a red move. I see a red move here. So this game is over. We already know. Okay, let's see what happened here. So Natalia is really going for that 5 out of 5. Here, here, here. Here, here. So far seems fine, right? And this. Why is this a mistake, knight g7? Doesn't white want to go rook e5 and d5, you guys? What do you think? I'm not sure what you're asking. It's Le Chico. I'm not sure what you're asking. You said you're confused about something, but I'm not sure what you're confused about. Knight g7 takes here, here. I don't know why it made that move as a blunder. I can't really tell. Maybe this could have been slightly better, but no, then the pawn hangs. Sorry, my bad. Maybe c6? But I mean, there's always this move now that happens. With the pressure here, there's this that can happen, so you can't take like this because you lose that. And now if you take like this, white has succeeded in doing something. I mean, I don't know if it's mate, but, you know, the bishop can come back, the rook can come back, and, you know, if you need additional pieces, you can bring additional pieces to the attack, right? So that's just brilliant. Okay, so bishop f4, knight g7, hg6, fg6. Okay, but now I wonder if Natalia rushed with this move. You know why I'm saying that? Because now there's this f7 square that black can utilize to bring the king to cover e6. So maybe Beatrice is fine here. Maybe there was something better for white, like, but I don't think h6 because we come right back, right? But now black stays on the back rank. I mean, you can go rook e5. Sorry. So now if you go c6, should we go d5 at some point? Should we prep for some d5? I don't know. I feel like we can try to prep it, but how? Like rook c5? If you wanna push for a win, you can do this. Maybe get your bishop to f6, you know, and slowly, like, I don't know, king c2, b3, you know, slowly like this from this side of the board. I mean, it could be something. I'm not saying it's perfect, but it could be something that's helpful, right? But you know what? Like when you're playing the game and you see knight g7 and all the time you really wanted to make this trade to get some weakness, like this pawn or, you know, in the other case, the h file, it's hard for you to play h6. I think this is kind of a mental blockage or something. I think I can say that, because we want things to happen fast, and sometimes we tend to overlook things that are slower. Like personally, I sometimes don't have enough patience. So I would consider making that trade also, because I wouldn't have sufficient patience to think, okay, how am I going to continue? How am I going to improve further, you know? But I think I would, you know, I think you could improve here, and this bar doesn't change, so that's a good sign, I guess. That's a good sign. So I think that's the improvement that we can try to go for. It seems that you're blocking everything and you won't have anything else, but you still have the pawn breaks here with b3, c4, and maybe d5 later, which will definitely benefit white. Like, I'm sure of that. So that's why I want to suggest, you know, these kind of ideas where you slowly improve. And, you know, this pawn in h6 would be super great for white because it will keep black's king restricted on the back rank. So if you ever activate the rook, then you have some stuff to play further for, to play for. And also, like after you do that and you bring your rook, maybe you don't go rook e5. Maybe I was asking for too much. But you can always go back, bishop e5, maybe f4, right? And you're kind of holding on to the position and then bam. So I think this could have been a potential improvement. In my mind, in my opinion. What do you guys think? Do you agree? Or maybe you don't agree. Disagree with me. let's have some moves. Let's have some lines. Because after this, you know, the king comes in. Like, we're giving the opponent some chances. Feel free to disagree with me. I'm just going to show some more moves, but I can always come back. I don't say I'm 100% right. I'm happy to hear your thoughts. Don't hesitate to let me know. So here, okay, so Natalia is still trying to find some way herself to improve, because she did create the weakness in e6. I wonder if she's trying to, yeah, but now knight f5, right? Yeah, knight f5 first play. So I don't know. She can still have this break with b3, c4 and stuff. But how much can she really take advantage of those two weaknesses? How much can she really take advantage of them? I don't know. We'll have to wait and see, I guess. c6. She will definitely go for this b3 idea. Maybe not yet. Should we take? And maybe rook. You know what I really want to play? c5. c5 and rook d3. It's probably silly, because if this pawn manages to go there, that would be, yeah, definitely silly. This is not going to be sufficient. Okay, we're not forcing. You know, I gave this advice. I told you guys I give these advices sometimes, but I don't follow them myself. In positions when you know you've defended for a long time and you try to you shouldn't try to force things to get the draw faster. So you're on the defending side, you think you saved it, like, that's it, let me finish it faster. I personally, to me, every time I did that, I ended up blundering, because when you force things, same as in life, I think, if it's not meant to be, you shouldn't try to push. Or maybe you should. It depends what it is. But in chess, oftentimes when you try to force things too much, you could actually miss some opportunities for the opponent and create weaknesses. And that's exactly what I'm doing with that move c5. I am creating an opportunity for white just to try to activate and take a pawn. But if you consider the pawn that you give and what white gets, that c pawn compared to this one, this is a super strong pawn for white. And in addition, now I see also this idea that will be unpleasant. So don't go for that. But let's try to see if we can come on the a file. Maybe rook a7 or rook a8. Which place should we go for? What do you think? Does it matter if we keep the rook there? Should we put this one? To keep that closer, you know, in case we need to go king f7. And then maybe rook there, right? I mean, it's not that bad. I think it's not that bad. Yeah, we need to keep white from getting more activity and activated the rooks. Okay. Goody. So the game continued like this. Bishop f4. This is the current position. So do you guys think Natalia is gonna be able to? Okay. King f7 is probably gonna be the move. The move to play, right? It might be the move to play. I don't see other progress for white other than that one that I just suggested with b3. Because if you go back, okay, so will I. I'll go back too. And black holds. Yeah, rook h1, okay, I go back. I'm trying to hold. I'm not in a rush. I'm not in a rush. Okay, bishop f4, knight g7 was played. Okay. Maybe Beatrice is trying to repeat the position, but it didn't repeat. It's the first time. Okay, bishop f4, just knight g7. She doesn't want to play king f7. Okay, fair. I mean, there's no need to. You can keep the knight in g7. Though if rook h1 will be played and this other rook comes in, you will have to go back knight f5. So maybe this is what she wants to do. This is her idea to hold the position. And I think she's not going to force. This morning she didn't force the game. I don't think she's going to force it now. So, okay, let's come back to that game. So we already have seen this nice win of Angelina. This game was over. So I think we only have these two games left. Carla's and so board 6 and board 1. Okay. But again, like, I think Natalia is playing that game that I just showed you because she has nothing to lose. She's already the champion. She cannot be caught by anyone, right? She's on 4 out of 4. There's nothing to lose. So why? I mean, unless you're tired, I personally would try to win and make it 5 out of 5. Also, it's the second edition of the tournament, and I think it's nice to also leave a legacy. I can't wait to interview her, and I'll definitely want to do more interviews. And again, if any of you have joined a bit later, feel free to check out not my stream. I put this not for my stream, although you can do that too. But you can check out the second link, the YouTube channel, which is a playlist with the interviews that I've done from the tournament. And also I started doing these interviews with different players. We're trying to post one a month. And I'm looking to do 2 if possible, maybe even more. I mean, I would love to do 4 a month if possible, 1 every week. But we're starting slow because you know how it is. If you start with too much, sometimes you can't hold yourself accountable to do everything. But yeah, if you guys are interested in learning more, and it will always be females on that. Female players, and I'm excited about the next interview because it will be with a mix. I guess maybe I could give like I can give an idea of who the next guest will be, but it will be chess, wrestling. I don't know if I was supposed to say that, but it's someone who is into chess and wrestling. We know about chess boxing. There was a very famous match that took place that everyone became like looked at for quite some time. But my next guest is actually into chess wrestling, and I can't wait to hear more things about it. And hopefully it will be available by the end of the month. So I'm kind of excited about that one. So if you guys keep in mind that we, US Chess will be posting my interview, then yeah, maybe that's something you're interested in. Maybe you'll even compete. Who knows? It's quite interesting. I don't think I would compete, but I would love to to tell you the story about it and about how this my guest came to want to create something like that. So yeah, always try to bring new faces and promote new faces. Not just the strong players, but I think there's a lot of other female players or promoters, female promoters who do a lot for chess, and we want to try our best to raise awareness about some of them. Okay, so here Julie has tried this b4 move. That's interesting, but why did Carla take en passant? Wasn't it better to try to win this pawn instead? Because, like, I like this, and I mean, I would rather take here and have this as a pass pawn. Then take en passant and get rid of it, Like, I like this. Okay, she took en passant. Okay, because she wanted to win the pawn in a3. I mean, but then she doesn't have a pass pawn, though. I mean, compare this position, right, to this one. Well, better said this one. She does win the pawn, but there's no pass pawn yet. I know this knight is still super badly placed. Maybe she didn't want to trade it. Maybe her thinking process was, okay, maybe I'll just not trade this, I'm just going to try to hold on to that pawn. To that knight. Rook a to f1. Yeah, but like this, black didn't really open up as much. So this is basically like a King's Indian with reverse colors, right? Because it was a Grand Prix, which is typically, King's Indian with reverse colors. Just that, remember, white, in my opinion, chose a wrong development of the bishop. I think this was kind of unpleasant. You're more comfortable to have this because the queen could have come earlier into play. You could have had some ideas with g4. You didn't have to move this bishop so many times. So white has that difference, of course, to a King's Indian. But now black has the c-file open, which is, of course, great, an extra pawn. Don't get me wrong, I understand, but you always have to compare and try to choose the best move, the better move if you can, right? So what is she gonna play next? What is black gonna play next? What do you guys think? What do you guys think we will have here as the next move? Let's get rid of those arrows. It's always tough. Should we attempt knight? She didn't want to trade that knight. If she didn't try to trade it the first time, she's not going to go for it now. I mean, I would go for it because it just helps with the opening of the file, of course. But I think because Carla didn't go for it, I think she's not. That's probably not something she might be thinking about. Yeah. Oh, she played 97. Okay, I told you. I told you. I guess I start knowing the players now. I feel like I'm guessing. I'm starting to guess some moves. Although this is the first time I'm trying to guess a move. I don't think I guessed too much. I would usually tell you ideas. I wasn't thinking of guessing much. But 97, yeah, that's... the knight on d2 does not have a scope, neither does the knight in a2. these two knights don't really have a purpose, unfortunately, for white. So it's tough. Obviously, if you ever think of taking, you will help the knight get the scope, get some idea. But until then, you don't have much. And I think Carla is either thinking to bring the knight to g6 to put some pressure in f4, threaten to take, open up the file, or she's thinking, hey, I opened up this file, let me switch over, bring my rook to c2, right, and actually take advantage of those not very nicely placed knights, so that could be a thing. Let's go back to this. Oh, did they repeat? Oh, apologies. Oh, me and my repetition. Scroll down arrow. Looks like Lichess shows a threefold here. No, Lichess, oh my goodness. Chess.com. Gosh, I must be tired. Yep, the players drew. All right. So once again, heartfelt congratulations to Natalia Tsodikova. Great tournament. She won it before this round even started, 4 out of 4, and she's had a great play. Like, really, I feel that she was definitely ready for the tournament. And for those of you who actually watched my interview with her on YouTube, she was definitely determined, to win. I could see, I chatted with her before doing the interview because I wanted to see, okay, can I ask you this? Can I ask you this? And, she definitely prepared for this event. And I feel that, okay, can I take a bit of credit that I brought her some luck? Can I do that? So for those of you who weren't here the first day, what happened? There was a transmission issue in her first round game. Okay, so what happened is it showed that she played g4 first move. Okay, the grob. And I was so excited when I saw g4 first move, and that was one game, and there was another one that started with h4 first move. And there were games that were coming, there were moves that were coming up. So I thought, okay, this is so exciting, enterprising chess. It doesn't matter the age that you play chess, you get the chance to see great attacking games with g4 and everything. And, I go on and everything. And then at some point, I text one of the arbiters and I'm like, what's going on with this game? I have access to the live, but I was too lazy to check the live transmission separately because this is 15 minutes delayed. And then the arbiter tells me, yeah, Sabina, like the game is in the middle game. What are you talking about? So I refreshed finally chess.com, and then I realized I was trolled. I wasn't really trolled. It was a DGT error, but I prefer to say I was trolled because it's funny, right? You're on Twitch, that word is used so much that you feel that you want to use it. And and apparently, I was so excited about this, and her husband the next day comes to me, sees me at breakfast, in the breakfast area, and says, Sabina, you almost gave me a heart attack. And I was like, why? What did I do? I completely forgot about the game because that game refreshed quite fast and I kind of forgot about it. I gotta admit, I was a bit tired the first day. And he tells me, yes, Sabina, do you know what grob means in Russian language? And I was like, no, what does it mean? It's coffin. It means coffin. And did you want to send me to the coffin or something? I don't know. He said something like that, which I thought was so funny. I'll always remember that forever. But it was just this idea that he almost got a heart attack because he thought his wife actually played g4 first move. And he couldn't believe that actually happened. And anyways, she has played g4 in almost all of her games, I believe, that she played with the white pieces, just not on move 1. Okay, so can I take a bit of credit? What do you guys think? Like, just a tiny bit of credit that, they got a good laugh. They were in the positive kind of mindset. And I guess, I guess it worked. It worked out. But, yeah, that was the story with Natalia, and I'll definitely ask her about that so that we can have some clips and everything. The metal table issues. No, I mean it's okay. So the way it works with the GGTs, in order to test them to make sure that the moves will be transmitted correctly on chess.com, they usually send them on this website, and they need to test to make sure all the pieces show up. Because for some reason, sometimes when you hook up the board to these different wires to link them to a computer, something can go wrong, you know? So so something I think went wrong, but I wasn't in the playing area to realize that could have been something that went wrong. And so yeah, like I was just kind of excited about what I was shown. I didn't even think to refresh because, you know, the way I have the stream set up, right? If I start scrolling, I go down to things, right? If I scroll down, when I refresh the page, like if I scroll, you see the engine, which I don't want to see because, as I told you, we're not using engines. We're only using the bar. This bar is for you because I know chat always loves to see this bar and see how, you know, players blunder or I blunder when I do commentary, which is perfectly normal, I think. I don't know if it's normal to blunder, but occasionally you do. I try to blunder as little as possible, but you never know. And so, yeah, so I didn't want to scroll or refresh. I thought it refreshes automatically, but, you know, sometimes apparently it doesn't. So I learned my lesson, and and yeah. Yeah, some DGTs, I mean, it depends what kind of version you have, but I gotta say, okay, so this tournament, as we're approaching the end of it, this being the last game being played, I just want to say, you know, I'm super thankful to David and Maureen Grimond for organizing this event. It was kind of a last minute decision because the end of the year was coming and this tournament had not been announced. But from my understanding, US Chess is working hard to find more funding to make sure that this is an annual tournament that continues to support and empower women, you know, because you want to, we have in the US, we have the US Senior Championship. It's a closed championship where top 10 senior players in the countries are competing, but there's no women's, there wasn't women's senior tournament. So it's only at its second edition. And I think, you know, some of these women were, you know, trailblazers in American chess. Names like, you know, Angelina Belakovska is definitely one that you've heard about. You know, women grandmaster Angelina Belakovska. I think she also has a PhD. Women's international master Alexei Ruth, she was also US champion. And I think Angelina was 3 or 5 times US women's champion. Played for the Olympic team. Women's international master Beatrice Marinello. I mean, all of these ladies have competed in the past, and then there was a period in their life where they stopped playing chess for a period. And casual player, hey, great to see you. Finally, I was wondering if you might stop by. It's been a while. Yeah, I was in St. Louis. I don't know if you watched any of my interviews there. I'm trying to get better at interview taking. But anyways, so it's really nice to see them come back and compete and still be passionate about the game. And even, you know, after 50, you know, life doesn't end. You can still play chess. Chess is not a game that you need to stop when you reach a certain age. I think this is the beauty of it. And people who say that you stop, I think, are not right. You might not have the same energy as you had when you were younger. You might not play as good, but you still can be creative and play enterprising chess. And I think that's what we've been able to see here over this weekend. I was particularly impressed. I was particularly impressed with the play of course, Natalia, who is the champion, Natalia Tsodikova. And also, I was very much impressed with Jayashri Sekar, because Jayashri, she told me that she learned to play chess later. She was rated only 1500, 15 something. And she was able to win 2 great games against Women's International Master Beatrice Marinello and against Women's International Master Shernaz Kennedy. And Shernaz Kennedy, for those of you who weren't here, is working, or she has finished a book about Fischer. She has had many encounters with him, and she's told me all of these cool stories that I can't wait for you guys to read once her book will be published. If you're a fan of Fischer, but even if you're not, I think if you're a avid chess player or passionate about the game, it's nice to know a little bit about chess culture, right? And Fischer is a big name in chess. Might not have been liked for some other reasons, but chess-wise, I think he's had a great influence, and you might hear a different story that you've heard in the past about him. So I hope her book gets published soon. And once it does, hopefully you guys get the chance to read it and learn more about Fischer's life. So yeah, it was great to be here. I'm very thankful to David and Maureen and their company, Precision Tune Auto Care, who's been the main sponsor of the tournament. And also thankful to US Chess, particularly. I need to name drop now because he's probably not watching, but someone might tell him. So I need to drop his name. And that is Brian Tillis, National Master Brian Tillis, who's also a very famous Chessable author, particularly for various openings. If you haven't checked or if you haven't heard about him, you may if you go on Chessable. I know he's had a lot of success with his opening books and such, and now he's the marketing and communications marketing and let's see his title. I always mess up his title. I don't know why. Marketing and communications manager at US Chess, who has entrusted me this, to be here by myself without a chaperone. There's no need for a chaperone, just saying, to be here. And I certainly hope those of you who are here, you enjoyed some of my commentary and some of my deflection from chess, for lack of, can't think of a better word. And we're doing chess, so deflection is a great word to use. So yeah, I appreciate all of you who are here. Just so you know, I'm not going offline yet. Okay, I just started my thank yous just in case you won't stay here till the end. Once the book is published, I can have it on my channel. Yeah, I need to learn more things, like, because I've been streaming on and off on my channel too, and I still try to train on chess, not just coach, but I need to learn still a few things about streams and how to make merch or sell stuff. I need to learn those things. I should be better at those things. But sure, if I figure it out, I will. And as I told you guys, I feel super happy that I met a person who is just as excited and extroverted as I am to share her life story and experiences. And that was, of course, Women's International Master Shernaz Kennedy. She's the one who is gonna publish that book on Fischer with letters from him. I mean, those are the ones that I want to read, right? I'm a woman, so I'm not trying to stereotype, but I wonder if there's any kind of romance involved or something like that. I'd love to read some stuff. Probably not, but a woman can dream, right? No. I mean, the first night, I didn't know her, right? So I just sat down there. I saw that there were a few of these ladies talking, and I just sat down there, and then I was talking to Carla. I was talking to Carla, and then so Carla was there. I was talking to her, and then Shernaz was talking to Natasha Christensen. And then, we were tables next to each other. So then I guess she heard us talk and she started, asking me who I am. It's like, what are you doing here? Why are you here? What do you have with this tournament? Like, so that's, and then she told me some of her stories. And then I realized I was so happy, because how often is it that you can meet someone who has the same kind of energy as you do, like the same kind of I don't know. Yeah, energy. I think that's the word. Yeah. No shenanigans, casual. Just good stuff. Or I don't know, maybe shenanigans. I don't know. Let's see if there are some G4 shenanigans though. G4 shenanigans happen in the first round, but oh, and there's another story with that first round that I messed up. We need to see why Queen H4 is a blunder. Oh, Knight G6 and you lose something, or what? Knight G6 and you lose this pawn. Yeah, if Carla finds... Oh, she did. She found Knight G6. You go back and then takes maybe and loses the pawn. But what should Julie do here? I think Julie was trying to go for Knight G5, but okay, if you trade, maybe she could have traded. And then, I don't know, takes. Or maybe, sorry, can't we take here? This does not look nice. This does not look nice at all. But, so she missed that opportunity. Julie could have had some chances here. Not much, because, this knight is still kind of sad. Like, really sad. But yeah, something. Queen G3. Okay, so I'm anticipating this, of course. Not that. This. The best part of my first round stream was the fact that there was also a game with H4. So not Natalia's. I forgot whose game was. Oh, I remember. It was Natasha Christensen against Beatrice Marinello. And those moves were kept showing, right? So there was this game. I have a screenshot. I can tell you guys what it was. And I was just so excited about it. Okay, so it was, where are you? H4, E6, D4, D5. Okay, can you guys follow? Okay, I can show it. I'll show it, oopsie. I'll show it here just for the fun, to see my excitement when I saw something like that, okay? So there was H4, E6, D4, D5, Knight D2, and I was like, oh, this is interesting. Like, I like it. Okay, this is something you can play in War Rapid and Blitz, right? I mean, it's fun. Knight F6, C3, right? Knight C6. I was a bit surprised by this move of Black's, but I was like, come on. I mean, yeah, I guess it makes sense. You can. Yeah, H4 first move. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I didn't think, I was so silly at the time. I was so shocked, or that I didn't think to refresh the page to see if that is really the live game. So I kept commenting on it, because I try to keep you updated with everything that happened in each game. And basically, then this move was played, and I was trying to understand, why was that move played? Why wasn't it this? And, why didn't she go for F44? And then I was like, you know what? I really like H4 first move, because you can get various positions, and H4 could be useful, right? You might not play H4 move second, but if you start with the first move, you can see what they do. And I don't know. So there were 10 moves they were showing, 9 or 10 moves. And it was just, I know. You need to see that video to understand my excitement. I need to see it myself. And apparently I made a mistake, because this was the first time I was streaming on US Chess channel, and I forgot to click a button on Streamlabs. So the voice doesn't show. So if you guys want to replay the VOD, you won't be able to, but I hope Brian will post it on the YouTube on the US Chess YouTube channel. But if not, I'll see if I can clip some of that and post it somewhere myself. But basically, like, it was, I've never seen myself that excited about something. And then, you know, Brian is also known for his like strange, or not strange, but different ideas in the opening. And I was like, oh, I was thinking maybe I can ask him about this. Did he ever think about playing H4? Like, it was like the best moment of my life. I'm being dramatic here, but it was just so exciting. I thought, wow, these players, you know, how exciting is it to see H4 first move, and then like seeing these moves. And it's not even that bad. I mean, if you look at this bar, it doesn't even give black that much advantage, you know? It's not. And then I was like, oh, cool, H4. In a blitz, this might work, you know? And it would be fun if black played H5. I guess so, but this didn't actually happen, guys. So this was the wrong transmission. That's why I'm sharing the story, because it's way too fun. That I was super excited, and I feel that now I have some idea of what to play in the blitz, you know, because this happened. And then, yeah, but that was a French. Only to find out that, you know, the game was still in progress. So I refreshed the page, and then that disappeared, but not before I took a screenshot. So I was super excited. I had my screenshot there. All was good. And now I can go back home and analyze 1H4. You know how there was that trend that, who started it? Was it Magnus or someone who started A4 to K3 or something? Transmission shenanigans. Yeah, definitely. I should do something with shenanigans. No, but there has to be like G4, right? Transmission shenanigans, like G4 kind of thing, right? That was the deal. That's what I'm gonna work on. But anyways, let's go back to this game, see how the players did. But hopefully you guys enjoyed my fun story there with these with these ideas, because it was way too fun in my opinion. But you know, okay, so Queen H4. So Julie missed here a potential idea, you know, to trade. I don't know about Queen G5. Queen G5 probably would allow some more pushing back, maybe. But Queen H4, yeah, definitely allows Knight G6 to come in with tempo, and then here. Wait, did Carla mess up now? What should we play with black? What would you guys vote for here? Wouldn't you kind of vote for no more excitement? Sabina is back to seriousness. E5? But doesn't E5 allow the capture of that rook? No, I was trying to take this pawn, you know, to try to take advantage of this. Yeah, but white is threatening this pawn. How much do we care about it, is the question. Do we care or not about it? Maybe we don't. I mean, no, this... Oh, wow. The bar didn't change, so we don't care about that? Maybe you want to take here, so if I take there, maybe you take here. But then maybe I have bishop E6. Oh, this is cute. So if you make this mistake, you think, oh, but I win the bishop, you're gonna have some trouble at the end because your rook is hanging. So this would not really work very great for black. So you have to be very careful when you're making your calculations. Make sure you always consider all the captures till the end. You know, as you go over the lines, make sure you consider all possible options. But let's see. So bishop e6. No, sorry. Not that. We take the bishop, right? Because this is pinned and this is still a pressured. Bishop takes. And then we still have the pressure. Now this is good. You're right, e5. Sorry, I didn't realize the power of it. I thought, I didn't realize I won't be able to take here after for a second. Yeah, I like your move, e5. Bishop d5. What? Why did she play? Oh, she really wanted to protect this pawn. But can't I just take? She can't stay there. Oh my god. Oh my god, wait. Okay, the players must be tired. Carla doesn't have much time. She only has 1 minute. She only has 1 minute. She's low on time. Oh, so she blundered now. Oh, this is not good for her. Bishop d5, and now... Okay, Julie's now in the driver's seat because it's just a piece. It's just a piece. It's more than a piece. I don't know what's the best way to capture their bishop. Oh, that's not the fun blunder to make, I think. Oh, but e5 was nice, but I'm sure there were some few other moves that were good. Oh, she missed that. So I have a question in this position. I mean, I can't see as much as freshly as I did in the morning, but what about knight takes f4? Because when you take, can't I take here now? I think this is actually even better. It avoids being scared about leaving this pawn unprotected, you know? So, like... What do you guys think? Oh, does the top computer move? I feel good. I feel good. I can still see some chess. Some tactics, I mean. I can still see tactics. It's only been, how long have I been streaming for? 10? Since 10 a.m. I had a break, right? 10 a.m. now it's 7. So, what? 9 hours? Well, I gotta say I need to exercise more to make sure I have even more stamina to stay in. I can still see some tactics. That's good. That's good. This is great training for me too for the rapid and blitz, right? If I do well, I have to thank all of these ladies one by one because they keep me on the edge of the seat and calculating things every time, different ideas. Each time something else happens, right? No, but I feel for Carla because that move knight takes f4 is not easy to find. You know, if you don't realize that if you forget about knight takes d4 and with little time on the clock and after having played, you know, in the morning too, and I don't know exactly, I mean, Neander, maybe you can share how much you guys train and stuff, but sometimes it's tough when you don't play that much. She told me she hasn't played as much, But yeah, I mean, this is natural, but you always have to be on the look for that bishop. If you forget about that bishop, that could be certainly something to be worried about. So what happened? So she did that. So what's the current position now? No, this is not it. Bishop takes d4. This is the current position. This is the current position. And this is the final game, right? We did review everything that happened, right? Just real fast. So Natalia has drawn her game against Beatrice Marinello. And so Natalia is the champion. Congratulations. Beatrice is gonna be, I think, on 3 points, right? Let me double check to let you guys know the points. So Natalia on 4.5, Beatrice 3 points. Angelina 3.5 because she won. So Angelina is on second place, and sharing 3.5 with Mary. Mary also won her game, so both of them with 3.5. And then Beatrice is on 3. And then we have Olga Sagalchik also on 3. And then there are a few players with 2 points. So Brenda is on 2 points. Sharnaz Kennedy is also on 2 points. Sekar Jayashre also on 2 points, but great tournament, like really. Hi there, chess lover. Tsodikova, Natalia Tsodikova, Women FIDE Master Natalia Tsodikova. And there's an interview that I did with her on that playlist of women chess with the US chess YouTube page. You can definitely check out my interview with her. It's not too long. That was prior to the tournament. I definitely want to do one after. So she's on first place. Then we have woman Grandmaster Angelina Belakovskaya. So she was the defending champion, but now it's Natalia who won. Angelina Belakovskaya with 3.5, followed by, and equal with Mary Kuhner, woman candidate master Mary Kuhner. And that's a pretty good result for her, too. Yeah, she won deservedly. Great games. Very, like, she did amazing both tactically and positionally. I really enjoy watching her games, and definitely deserved to win. And then we have quite a few players with 2 points. So, no, did I say Olga Sagalchik with 3 points? Olga Sagalchik and Beatrice Marinello with 3 points. And then we have Brenda Nardi, Women International Master, Sharnaz Kennedy, Sekar Jayashre. And then we have with 2 points, Natasha Christensen, Women Candidate Master, Natasha Christensen, and Women's International Master, Alexei Ruud with 2 points. And then we're waiting on this final game to see what's going to happen here. Julie was on 0.5 point and Carla on 1 point. So we'll have to see what's happening. Okay, Paul, thanks so much for stopping by. I'm glad you enjoyed the stream, and hope I'll see you again soon. Maybe on another US chess stream or on my own stream. I'll try to do more of those once I get back home. In fact, next in 2 days, actually, the North American Youth Championship starts. It's going to take place in DC. And I'll be doing commentary for that. I think it's going to be either on my channel or here, or I'll try to do dual stream. I haven't decided yet, but I need to figure out how to do dual stream without having issues, because Streamlabs sometimes freezes, so kind of nervous. But I might try the first day to do a dual stream, both on my channel and US chess, and we see how that goes. So hopefully I'll see you guys in 3 days. But have a good night, and enjoy the rest of, I don't know exactly where you're located, but I don't know how much more of this Sunday you will have, but hopefully it's enough. Oh yes, casual player, definitely. Get some chai ready. Chess lover, You're also heading out? Okay. Great to have had you here. Thanks for chatting and keeping me, you know, not feel like I just talk by myself. Although I'm used to it, you know. You know how it is. I'm a talker. I talk too much. You're in Oklahoma. Nice. Nice. Oh no, I'm not done yet. I'm still waiting for this game to finish. There's still, it's not over yet. But I started saying my goodbye so that I don't stay too long, you know. All right, casual sounds good. I'm looking forward to being back, by the way, casual home, because I need to do more of those streams and I need to clip my videos to post them on YouTube too, so that you see what you may have missed regarding my picking a book and then choosing a game and discussing that game. Oh, thanks, Mike. So, you know, just I don't know if it will help or not, or if it's even necessary. But if you guys want, you can always let Brian know if you ever see him, or you can message him just randomly and let him know so he can ask me to. he can let me still be here. I don't think I've created any issues yet, but you never know. Who's Brian? Brian Tillis. Do you guys not know him? He is a national master, famous chessable author. Well, considering, I think he's done pretty well for himself. Yeah, he's the marketing and communications manager at US Chess now. That's his job, in addition to other things that he does. But yeah, feel free to let him know if you want, or just tell him, don't get Sabina ever again. We don't want. No, I'm just kidding. Don't say that, please. Do not say that, even if you think it, unless it's really that bad. But I feel for Carla, because I know both of the players. They're very nice. Julie, actually, I was told she wanted to ask me some questions. Julie will write the Chess Life article for the magazine, and Women's International Master Alexei Root will write the Chess Life. She actually did write the Chess Life online. She wrote 2, and there will be another one tomorrow about this event. Those are her 2. I didn't finish reading it myself. I should check. But I was thankful that the stream was mentioned too, because, you know, we want to get more people to follow US Chess page. Okay. So Julie seems to be on her way to possibly winning this. I actually can check the live to see if that game is over. No, the game is not over yet. The game is still in progress, by the way. Okay, now Julie, you know, it's kind of interesting that in a way you might think that white is not doing as great, because this knight is in a2 is not really helping with the attack, with the improvement. But the thing is that it's not necessary, because now white has these pawns. The bishop is very unpleasant here. And you just kind of have to... Should we just take? Like, just take it? I think we could just take it. I would do that, but maybe Julie might choose not to. You can also move the queen somewhere, because, you know, this bishop will be hanging later. You'll have the knight hanging. If you move the knight, the bishop will be hanging. So there might not even be a need to really capture the bishop. You just need to figure out the right place for the queen. Maybe here. Yeah, maybe here. Because there's no piece that can attack it. Okay, forget about that bar. Don't look at the bar. Just get the knight away, then you can take. No, this was my idea. She did not play yet. So this is the current position. I feel like this round we had, the players possibly may have gotten a bit tired in a way. I mean, the games did finish a bit faster, I'd say, because I think they started at, it was originally supposed to start at 3 p.m., but because that game between Beatrice and Angelina lasted for 5 hours and a half, the round started at 3:40. So it started at 3:40 and now it's 7:19. So yeah, very soon 4 hours. Still quite long. This game is definitely going quite a while. Okay, let's go back and make sure that we keep an eye on what is happening here. Do you guys have any questions about anything in particular? Also, of course, I have to remind all of you, if you weren't here earlier, US Chess is raising their membership fees starting January 1st. So you might want to consider to renew your USCF membership this year before January 1st. So you got like 15 days and some, or maybe 16 days to do that. That might be a nice thing to consider to do. I don't think it's that much, the increase, but maybe for some it could be much. So if you want to play more tournaments, I know it's maybe not something you want to hear before the end of the year, where holidays are coming and it's about getting presents and so. Oh, Queen E1 is also nice. Nice backwards move. Oh no, I suggested Queen G4. Yeah, this is definitely much nicer. Nice found by Julie, because now we don't care about that pawn that much, but we do care about this pressure. So it's gonna be tough for Carla to come up with something here. Why did she move the bishop? It seems still somewhat okay before. You mean which move? This bishop e5? Yeah, her knight is under attack, and the point is, where do you move? Because if you go there, then the rook can be captured. So I think she was trying to just kind of hold on. I mean, okay, white doesn't really threaten to take the knight, but it is something that, can be considered. So I feel like, I mean, it's hard to come up with a move for black here, because these pawns are just marching. You can't even stop it. Do you have a suggestion of some other move that you think she should have played? I mean, you see, when you see a bar like this, when you see it around here, between 4 and 5, it's about equal. Okay, you see it going to 5, still fine. But once it goes above 6, or if it's for black, it goes above 3, it's not really helping as much. It's already a really tough, you're in a tough spot. So in order to be able to really get something, you need to really be lucky that your opponent blunders. It's not easy. She had her chance. She did have her chance. Carla had a pretty good game, I would say, and she had her chance here in this position. We were looking after at this move. Originally, I said this, and I didn't even realize knight f4 was an option. But then when I realized that this has happened or could happen, I was like, okay, let's improve. Let's improve upon it. The good thing is that we open up, and also the fact that this bishop protects e4. Because it's protected, it just makes the life, a bit easier for black. And okay, you can try to go there, but I think black can still take. I don't care about that pawn. Take it. And let's show some cute line, because you know me and my cute lines that I love all the time to show. But my cute line here is what is it? Bishop takes c8. Check. And you know what? I'm not going to promote. No, I'm just going to go there. That will be my mate. So, so that would be the thing that I would like, of course, to happen for black. It would be a nice mate for black, but yeah. But this definitely looks very like quite dominating with that bishop there, and you know, but black did give white some chances. Like if you remember a bit earlier when we talked about that capture, I know it might not seem much, but it could have made a difference, you know. So around here, remember when this pawn was just restricting that the black was not even considering, in my opinion, to capture in e4. And was just kind of looking towards doing something like c3 or capture and open the file. I felt that white was a bit helpful to push b4. And I was surprised by Carla's choice and not just taking that pawn, you know? The reason she didn't do it is probably she felt this knight should not be traded. It's a bad knight and you don't want to trade. But the thing is that this would have given her, I think, a much better opportunity, you know, trading the pawns, get that pawn to push forward. I mean, this could just be quite something quite nice, you know. But yeah, of course. I try my best. What I can explain, I will. What I cannot explain, well, I think about it a little bit longer. I try to come up with as many explanations as possible. Sometimes I talk more than I explain. And I think, supposedly, or I get lucky and some idea just appears. But yeah. But here I would have liked this because it wouldn't give white, I think, all of these attacking ideas. And in the worst comes to worst, Carla could have captured this. You know, just that knight is the piece because of which I think she's struggling, because I think she probably forgot about the capture. So if we follow through with how the game went right here, I believe, I'm not sure, but I believe she kind of forgot about this move. And then she super much panicked about the loss of the e6 pawn, which she probably shouldn't, right? What were we saying? e5. This is someone's choice. I forgot who suggested it, but definitely a great choice. Oh my god. Oh my god. You guys won't believe what happened in that game. It's still being played, but oh my god. Oh, why did I do that? Now I'm just not gonna be as surprised. I know you if you're here, you can't leave now. You gotta stay till the end. We need to see how this game really ends. Like we need to. You can't promise me you won't leave me alone. I hope. Like we need to stay here. Wow. I need to see how that position. I saw a position in the near future, 15 minutes ago, which we'll get in 15 minutes. It's... I can't tell you, Leandro. I can't. It does not look anything like this. I don't know how that position happens. Oh my goodness. Queen takes g6. Okay, so white is on her way to win here, right? Queen e1. How did that position happen? I need to see. Like we need to stay here. I'm sorry. Nobody's living it. You're not allowed. That's my bossy side. But now you have to. You know, I gave you that. How is it called? A teaser. You know, the movies, they have teasers, right? I think it's correct to call it like that. So it's not possible to leave. Okay, so Julie's on her way to win, right? Takes. Rook f5. Okay, mate in 15. Can we find a mate in 15? Do you guys think that we can? I don't know. I don't think I can find a mate in 15, but I can certainly try to promote that pawn. I mean, maybe we can try to be fancy and go here. This would be a fancy kind of move, right? And of course you cannot take because of the back rank. And if you take the knight, there's a similar idea to go, I think, rook here to threaten the mate, or maybe there's something better. We could also go maybe here to threaten that mate. And we do have defense, no. I don't know what the mate in 14 is. I'm sorry. Like that's a bit too much for me to realize what it is. It's always funny when I see mate and I don't know how many. And now it's in 10. Okay. I don't know what it is. Mate in 10. But we're going to try to play. Oh, okay. We're going for this. So white is on her way to win, but instead she'll play rook f5. Rook d8. Knight c3. Knight c3. b4. Okay. Knight e4. Okay. All right. What did Julie do? Knight d6. Okay, she's trying to give the smothered mate, I think. Or maybe queen f1. Does that work? I don't understand the result of that game. That game is over. I don't understand the result. I don't. We need to stay here, guys. I'm not going to tell you what the result is yet. But I'm just... Queen f1, right? Queen f1 seems like... How do you stop it? h6 does not stop it. Was the fastest mate in 2? This is one. There might be some others. Is there another one? I don't know. We just need to find one. Okay, so now knight d6 was played. Rook b8. Knight f7 check. King g8. Yeah. Why do you ask? Why do you ask, casual? Yeah, it's US Women's Senior Championships, the second edition. Why do you ask? So we got a mate in 2, right? This and this. This is a mate in 2. Julie's thinking. Why do you ask that, casual? The moves look a bit all over the place. Well, I mean, they played for many hours today, I gotta tell you. So there is the senior, women's senior champion, so over 50, right? Some of the players are actually over 70 or 65. I don't know. I think there's 1 or 2 over 70. I don't know all of their ages, and you know how it is. You don't ask a woman their age, right? Only if she wants to tell you. I think that's the policy. So Julie's thinking, I mean, is that result that I see there correct? It did not change. No, it might be wrong. Their names sound younger. Okay, well, I see. I'll let them know. I still have to go check in on them, but I'll let them know. So what happened? Wait, there was a move. Queen f1. She missed 91? 98? One second. Okay, she missed this. I mean, she won't be happy. She won't be happy about this miss. Dismiss. Like dismissing someone. I think that's how it sounded like. She will not be happy. Okay, so she plays queen f1, and then what happens? G6. Okay. Okay, let's go back and forth to make sure we're in the right... Okay, so G6. Okay, we should still have a mate here. What is the mate? Knight H6? You even saw Knight G8. Okay, it happens. It happens, guys. I mean, when you're tired, trust me, you won't be able to see stuff. I mean, you need to remember also something. I know sometimes when you're chatting, there's this idea of, you know, dismissing someone, or, you know, but I think, or saying that they didn't do well, but, or thinking that you can see better than they do. But I think what's important to remember is that when you play a game, and when you've played for so long, the entire day, you don't see the same. It's not like you can't see if you're put in a normal situation. Under a normal situation, everyone could be able to see some things, but the idea is you are just not in that same right mindset, right? You've spent so much time, you got tired, you know, your other thoughts come to your head. I don't know, you're thinking what you're gonna eat for dinner, some song gets stuck in your head. I mean, there's so many things that can happen that distract you from being able to see clearly, and you just have this blockage that, you know, stops you from seeing it. And yeah, it can happen to anyone. I mean, people have missed mating once, and people like top players in the world, right? Like even world champions, right? So I think we need to give them a bit of break, a bit of a break. Yeah, like let's not be judgmental about the miss, right? Where it can happen for anyone at any level. So here she played knight h6. Okay, makes sense. I feel that there could be something different here too. I'm not sure where else to give the check. Maybe here? I think here, right? Because if you go to h8, this is gonna be a mate. Oh no, actually this is gonna be a... Oh no, wait, it's not mate. Oh, I was trying to do this. There would have been such a cute mate. This mate doesn't let me. Okay, we go here. Aw, cute mate. Yes, we got the cute mate. Right? So this would have been an option, but you know, you're getting low on time, and you know, especially as you get older, you panic. I remember myself, like when I was younger, I wasn't panicking, and now I panic so much at things. I mean, not as much. Don't think I panic that much, but I do panic occasionally. So this would have been a nice mate. And if you go king g7, like something similar, I think rook f7 and here. Let's do a pawn mate because it's cute. Pawn mates are cute. Everything is cute for me. So knight h6, king g7, knight g4. Knight g4. What? What? I'm not a big fan of knight g4. Knight g4, it goes away from the mate. I mean, what about this? Doesn't this lead to mate? This leads to mate, right? Oh my goodness. So if you go there is mate, right? And if you go here, It's a mate like this. I hope Julie does not watch this the stream after it's over, because it can be tough when you know you had mate and you missed it, I think. You know, like I said, I'm trying to be impartial here. I'm not rooting for anyone. I know some of you are, but I just feel that, you know, my role as a commentator is not to judge, just try to discuss the moves that are being played. And I feel the pain for both players, because I know, but I'm also a player, and I've missed so many things in my life that is just kind of hard to. Oh my goodness. What? What happened? I know. Oh my god, Queen A1 was played? No. No way. Oh my goodness. This is unexpected, like definitely unexpected. Okay, so she gave that check, and then she realized Queen C3 defends everything. She probably missed this. She probably thought she's gonna mate if King F8. Okay, she comes in here and she mates, and then she probably thought, you know, King G6 or something, and she comes here and somewhere is the mate. Somewhere, I don't know, this, and this, right? Or discovery. And then Queen C3 happened, and she was like, oh my goodness. Queen A1 was mentioned before? I see. I didn't see it. If you did, I'm sorry. I missed it when you said it. Queen F1? Okay, so now Carla is on her way to win. Okay, what is Julie gonna do now? Carla's winning now. I need some water. That was such a shocker. Oh my goodness. That was a real shocker. I feel so bad. You need some vodka? Why? Why? What? We're gonna comment to that. We're gonna comment to that. Oh, I mentioned there's a cute mate. Oh, yeah. I mean, I knew there was Queen C3. I didn't think she would actually do it. I didn't think she would actually play that. So now Carla is winning. Carla is winning. Maybe you need more than. It's a roller coaster. Oh my goodness, guys. What is going on? I don't even know what else to say anymore. I feel for both players. First, Carla was winning. Then Julie had a mate. She missed a mate. Now Carla's winning again. And then what? What is happening? They drew? No. I got no words. I got no words.